darn near got in a wreck yesterday. We're coming down the hill on the highway, and all of a sudden, all the vehicles in front of us start locking them up. Today we're running west. We're heading to Kansas City to visit our son Mike and our daughter-in-law Vanessa. Our first stop tonight is a harvest host at, it's like a motor museum or tractor museum. I don't know, Tony will have to tell you about it because she's the one that booked it. All right, that's it. We're hooking up and we're getting the heck out of Cincinnati. We stayed the night last night at a harvest host called Midwest Motor Works. They have a couple of, I guess you could call them museums. One houses a lot of Corvettes in it, and then there was another one that housed a lot of older Volkswagen stuff. You Gen Xers will get this. There's one of the Herbie the Love Bugs that was used in one of the Herbie movies. The retail business associated with this, it's a company that does aftermarket parts for Corvettes and for Volkswagens, hence the Corvette and Volkswagen Museum. The parking area is fairly spacious. Some might consider it a little tight to back into. I didn't really have a problem. They kind of back you in on a concrete pad that's next to like a stage. Here, I'll show you what that looks like. I mean, it's spacious enough. It's not that difficult of a back in, or I guess you could pull forward in, but you would have to back out. There's also another harvest host across the freeway, which is, I believe it was Tuscan Hill Winery. And we went over there and they had great pizza and some pretty decent wines, a lot of sweet wines. But we went over there last night and had dinner. So you kind of have two options in this little town. There's this car museum, and then on the other side of I-70 is a winery. So, and either place would work. The winery's probably a little bit easier to get in and out of as far as the parking area goes, but both are spacious parking. That's it. So we are gonna pack up and get back on the road. We got a 5-hour drive today, and we'll be in Kansas City to see our son and daughter-in-law. Yay! We'll see you in Kansas City. All right, kids, welcome to the short bus.
How many? We got 6.
We got 6, including dogs. That's the son who's trying to back out.
Not trying, doing.
Tony Tao's back there somewhere. Where's Vanessa?
Hi.
Vanessa's way in the back.
I'm way over here.
What did we do so far today, Tony Tao?
We bought a hat for Michael Tao.
Yes.
Because if anybody knows Michael Tao likes his hats. So we bought a hat for Michael Tao at Crown Plaza.
Crown Center.
Crown Center, sorry. And then we went and hit a barbecue restaurant that was like amazing.
Jack Stack Barbecue. It's not going to do any good for us to mention this because I don't have any B-roll of it.
I have pictures.
Ah, Tony Tao has pictures. Nicely done, madam. So Vanessa,
Yes.
Where are we heading now?
I don't know. Navigator, where are we going?
We're heading to Border Brewing
Border Brewing.
Brewer's Alley.
because it is dog friendly.
Because we have a dog.
We have another dog.
And
Honey!
Another dog!
We have Miss Bunny.
it's going to be a dog party today. All right, so we are heading to a lovely part of Kansas City. That we were here the last time we were in Kansas City. It's called Brewer's Alley, where there are just tons of breweries. But the best part about doing it this time is we got the whole fam with us, including the dogs. All right, so we are at Border Brewing, and I did the typical dealer's choice flight. I have a double IPA, a pale ale, a strawberry blonde, and a porter.
It tastes like, you're gonna love this. That cereal with the strawberry,
Frankenberry?
Yes!
Not Count Chocula, but
No, it
Frankenberry?
tastes like the Frankenberry.
Okay, hold on, I have to try it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight up Frankenberry. Do you remember Frankenberry cereal by any chance?
Yes, I do. Very
All right,
much.
try that. Tony Tao says it's Frankenberry.
A little bit of, yeah, a little bit of Frankenberry.
It tastes like beer. The quaffness of it is very crisp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The quaffness. after a few days in Kansas City, it was time to get back on the road and continue our journey west. Well, good morning, folks, and welcome to the land of enchantment. We are in Tucumcari, New Mexico. We spent the night here last night at the Blaze Inn Saddle RV Park. It's a small park. It was perfect for a one-nighter. Yesterday was a bit crazy. So we started the day in Pratt, Kansas at Burt's RV Park, which, by the way, Burt's RV Park was a great little park. They only had about 10 or 12 spots. It was right on a little golf course and a pond, and it was $25 for the night for full hookups. It was very, very quiet. We really, really liked the place. But yesterday, driving into Tucumcari was just crazy. For starters, we knew it was going to be a windy day, and when we started out, the wind was definitely blowing. But as soon as the wind stopped, the road construction started. Then when we got through that, we darn near got in a wreck yesterday. We're coming down the hill on the highway, and all of a sudden, all the vehicles in front of us start locking them up. So we start locking them up, and I look in the rearview mirror, and the trailer's kind of getting ready to come towards me. So I have to unlock them up. But now I'm getting closer and closer and closer to the truck in front of me. And I look in my other rear view mirror, and here comes a motorhome kind of going off to the right. So I go off to the left into oncoming traffic. Luckily, there wasn't any traffic close. Finally got everything stopped. Because there was a couple of tractors just going down the highway. So now the question is, I don't even want to go open the door on the trailer because all those cabinets that sit right above the couch, we had like food and stuff up there, but we also had Tony's printer up there. So when we get to a place where I can pull off, I'm going to pull off and see what the trailer looks like because I'm afraid everything just came out of those cabinets. All right, here we go. Stop for gas. I'm going to look in the back of the trailer and see what it looks like. I don't believe it. Nothing actually came out of those cabinets. Nicely done, Imagine trailer. After leaving Tucumcari, we made our way to Gallup, New Mexico for a couple of days. And one heck of a big surprise. So you know how we are always booking things, or not necessarily booking things, but we're showing up at places and they're closed or they're doing renovations and we can't get in. You know how that always happens to us? Well, today, the opposite of that happened to us. We stumbled into a total solar eclipse. Yeah. So I booked us into an RV park in Gallup, New Mexico for 2 days. And it just so happens that on one of those days, we are right in the path of a total solar eclipse. We are completely unready for this, so I don't have like any eclipse viewers or anything like that. But somebody told me if you get a colander and let the sun shine through the colander, you can see the eclipse. So I am gonna rig up a Redneck Solar Eclipse Viewer. All right, so Redneck Solar Eclipse Viewer in place. I have to thank our friend Gail Bates for this because he's the one that actually told us there was going to be an eclipse. And then he was the one that told us about, shining light through a colander. So yeah, here we go. As the light shines through the holes in the colander, you can see the shadow of the eclipse as it's happening. All right, so here's something I totally did not expect. I don't know why I didn't expect this because it makes absolute sense. I expected it to get darker, but now it's getting colder. I had to go get a sweater on. All right, so just went through the full eclipse and wound up getting just a couple of shots with it. So you can kind of see it coming into full eclipse and then in full eclipse. This is kind of cool that we just stumbled onto this. So we're back in California. We're on our way to Borrego Springs, where we're going to spend 3 days at the Borrego Springs Resort, Spa, and Golf Course, where there's a swimming pool and jacuzzis and, you know, all kinds of that fun stuff. I'm standing on the road that we're supposed to take to Borrego Springs, but there's just one problem. It's closed. So now we got to figure out how the hell we're going to get to Borrego Springs. I love the RV life. We kept going down I-10 to Indio and then past the Salton Sea, where we landed at the Springs at Borrego RV Resort. It's a lovely resort with a 9-hole championship golf course, a saltwater pool and spa, and hot mineral baths. Good morning, folks, and welcome to the desert of Southern California. I have so been missing this crisp morning air in the desert as the sun's coming up just over there. We're in Borrego Springs, California. Borrego Springs is a small desert town just east of San Diego. And this morning I'm going to go around and get some video of one of the really, really cool things out here in Borrego. You can kind of see part of it, like right there, that brown thing right there. That's sky art. And what is sky art? Sky art is these amazing metal sculptures that are all over the desert floor down here. I'm in a place called Gallup Meadows where there is a whole bunch of them, so I'm going to take a whole bunch of footage of all of these different sculptures. Yeah, and I'm doing it in the morning during golden hour. The sun is just starting to peek over the mountains off to the east. I love this. I really do love the desert. I know I've said this before, but if you've never gone camping in the desert, you really, really, really need to go camping in the desert. It's just so beautiful. The sun rises, the sun sets. The crisp, dry air. I loved the East Coast, but I really missed this. It's a strange kind of phase when you let go. Let your life flow like a river. Break away from material ego. You never know what's around the corner for you. We all got our beefs and struggles, but we keep on trying to hide it. Working so hard to keep it together. Maybe it's time that we let go. We're moving on one step at a time to something better. We're moving on one step at a time to something better. Maybe the day will be better. Okay, deep in a world of secrets, that's where you find the magic. Easy to disbelieve it, difficult to imagine. We are unstoppable if we break down the walls, yeah. We all got our beefs and struggles, but we keep on trying to hide it. Working so hard to keep it together. Maybe it's time that we let go. We're moving on one step at a time to something better. We're moving on one step at a time to something better. Maybe